Welcome back to Accounting 401 Taxation. This will be lesson 4, and we have a syllabus that covers 3 topics that are to be found on page 26, 27, and 28 of the text. The first topic is the standard deduction. The taxpayer always has the option of choosing the standard deduction or the itemized deduction, whichever results in lesser taxes. Part A, the table given, lists the standard deductions for 4 categories of taxpayer. Part B, this section lists 2 alternative treatments for the standard deduction. Part C, in this part we discuss the qualifications of the various categories. For example, who qualifies as head of household? What are the qualifications for that deduction? And Part D, in this section, we cover 5 tests of dependency for possible deductions. The 5 tests are relationship, citizenship, gross income, joint return, and support. Next item is discussed is itemizing deductions. On page 28, the only item discussed at this point is medical expenses. The second topic and other topics will be covered in the next lesson, lesson 5. The text lists items that are and are not deductible. Note that at age 65, all Americans qualify for Medicare Part A and no longer qualify for medical deductions. In lesson 4, you will be looking at the following learning objectives: understanding supplementary income, defining the 1231 assets, understanding rental and royalty income, and comparing section 1245 recapture and section 1250 recapture. The reading lesson, reading assignment is brief, actually too brief to cover all the material. So you may have to look through the textbook a bit more and or consult other sources to answer the discussion questions. 4 discussion questions are offered here. Each must contain at least 1 citation from a source in support of your assertions, assumptions, opinions, and conclusions. Discuss the treatment of gains and losses. Number 1. Other than personal casualty and theft on property held for more than 1 year. Discussion question number 2. Talk about the requirements to be qualified as a 1231 asset. Question number 3. Discuss the applications of section 1245 recapture and section 1250 recapture. And finally, question 4. Compare active income with passive income and explain the special rule of rental loss treatment. This was material that was covered in the previous chapters as we've been moving along. You may still find most of this in the textbook, but you'll have to page around a bit to find it. I found that the readings were not complete enough to cover everything, so you may have to do a bit more reading on your own. I hope this helps. We'll look forward to seeing you in class this coming week.